Hello and welcome to video 61 in the series here on the MineCraftFTW channel. Stiz here, and this is going to be more so a very quick update video. Yeah, I've decided, or I've already been in contact with somebody, as I was mentioning in the previous video, about coming on here and, giving me a dig out and all that kind of stuff, appearing in some videos. Excuse me. And we have done extensive amounts of testing. That's why there hasn't been a recent video. It's taken up quite a lot of time to get the thing on the go, but in doing all of the testing, we've hit some problems. Mostly they're connection issues, apparently. So it's not shaping up too well, to be perfectly honest. It doesn't look like it's feasible, shall we say. And there's several other problems, not just that one, but kind of all tied into having this multiplayer setup. First problem, excuse me, we tried, I like just me sharing out my world here, locally on the LAN, or on my network, and that person then joining from the internet, all the ports open, that kind of thing, but it's a case of quickly join. I'm not sure how much, if any, of the world loads around them, and then they get kicked with a disconnect overflow. And then we moved over to a bucket server. Same kind of deal. Sometimes persisting, sometimes not. It can range anywhere from seconds to minutes. I've quite a bit of experience with bucket servers, so I went off and did a severe amount of tweaking and adjusting and all that kind of stuff. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on with my voice today, but that didn't work out too well either. More or less the same issues, but with other ones kind of piled on top, and that's what I'm actually doing here now. I've got my world back here, and if I have a look here, these computers are all on, but if I'm running the bucket server, I need to quite specifically come along here and individually click all these to get them to boot. They won't automatically boot. Now this is chunk loaded, as you can see here. This whole area is chunk loaded, and depending on how much time I spend here before I come into this building, it can be quite chaotic. I actually have to visit this age, click this computer to turn it on, to get the spawners to turn off. So, there's a rake load of skeletons in here and a rake load of zombies in here, and then I have to come along and click on these computers again, individually, to get them to run through their startup sequence. Bit strange. Same on this side. Same also with this. I don't think I've done this one yet, have I? No, see, there we go. And then it'll boot up, there we go. So, yeah, that's kind of a little bit annoying, having to deal with that. And then quarries. This is kind of the bane of my existence, shall we say. I'm not actually doing anything here other than, flying around and fixing things. That's why this isn't really a video. And you'll notice I'm in creative mode. It's just a kind of quick update thing. Keep you guys posted on what's going on. Another problem I've hit with the bucket server was here. Let's pop in here and have a look. Wrong way. Now this is a common problem, of course, because we're back on 147, but this seems to be kind of across the board kind of problem, and it's only with bucket for some strange reason. I don't know why that is, but the quarry will keep this frame. So if I'm back at my base in the overworld, and I have a look over to where the logistics pipes are, where the material comes in, if the quarry was on previously, whatever is left in the pipes, so to speak, will flush out the pipes. They'll all go do whatever they're supposed to do as normal, but then it will stop. And I'll have to specifically come here to this age, wait for this to load up, and then when I get here, this frame here, the original frame, will be here, but then this quarry will have a new default sized generic frame. When you just place it down, it has that black and yellow kind of frame at the default size, which is like tiny. So it's a little frame sitting here compared to what it used to be. So I'd have to go off, break this, reset all the markers, after taking this guy up, put him back down again, and wait for the frame to get built up again, because a little robot dude will come out, pew pew pew, shoot down all the old frame and put up a new one in its place, even though this one's already here. It's extremely annoying, and it happens every single time there's a reboot or any of that kind of stuff, so that kind of gets tired really quick. So made some progress on that. I did read there was something to do with chunk loaders and all kinds of business and funny stuff. So I made some tweaks on that end on the Forge config. Didn't seem to make any difference. Having opt the build craft player, all that kind of stuff. No, nada, nothing. So then we decided to try a vanilla server. Thankfully, the quarry works to an extent with the vanilla server. I don't have to keep breaking and replacing the markers and mapping it all out again. But there are still some small issues with that. So the whole thing generally is not going what you might call smoothly, and it's kind of how should we say? Well, it doesn't look good. So we're trying our best, to get some kind of stability on the go. The amount of mods we're playing with shouldn't really be an issue. I mean, I've checked, double checked, and triple checked everything on my end, even down to the amount of traffic that's been, sent in and out of my system here, to see is it a network issue on my end, and it doesn't appear to be. I mean, I can quite easily measure network traffic in and out, so that's not really an issue. Then another issue we were having, we found out quite quickly, or quite early on, when we were messing about with some stuff here, just kind of, testing things out to get going, so to speak, in the video, or in the videos, upcoming videos. This recipe would not work, and it turns out it's working now, obviously, but it turns out that was down to a config option I overlooked. So we spent some time on that, scratching our heads and all that kind of stuff, and I was missing it on more than one occasion. Don't ask me why, I haven't a freaking clue. And then another, not as bad issue, but kind of annoying at the same time. When I start the server, of course, the quarry, even though it's not set correctly in the other age, it's chunk loaded, So it sends out a request for power, activating this thing, turning on these engines, and it can happen quite quickly, shockingly so sometimes. This set of pipes here will fill up with power, and because I haven't visited the age yet where the quarry is, big boom, all of those gone. Thankfully it hasn't taken out any engines or other things yet, it's just the pipes that blow up. And then there was a whole bunch of problems with these guys, teleport pipes. So yeah, we're not having an easy time of it by any stretch of the imagination. It kind of grates after a bit of, let's try this, restart this, back forward, back forward, back forward, back forward. So just because of the sheer amount of time we've put into it so far, I want to try and see it through to the absolute end before I can call it, feasible or not feasible. So hopefully we'll have something worked out later today. So as you're watching this video, today is Monday, and this should be uploaded today, Monday. So that's just a quick bit of update news. As I said, sorry there hasn't been much content here lately, but I just wanted to update you guys on what it is we're actually doing, or I'm actually doing, more to the point. So we'll very quickly after today get back on track, whether it's feasible to have somebody here or not. So there you go. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for your patience. Stay tuned for the next one.